Welcome to part 2 of my road to citizenship. I'm documenting my dual citizenship journey as I seek dual citizenship in the United States and Mexico. Footage that I'm about to show you was recorded in 2019, pre-COVID, so if you don't see people wearing masks, that's the reason why. I documented how my family and I went to Los Angeles, the city where I was born, to collect my birth certificates and get them apostilled. So what happens now is we have to go to Mexico and we need to get a licensed translator to translate these documents. The office will give you a list of translators and you can only select translators from that list.
We can only go to one of these locations. And they have it in every language.
We drove to Mexico very early in the morning. And we do have family in Mexico, so we ran a few personal errands to get in touch with family.
Made it to TJ, and this is pretty much where my dad grew up.
After we got all of the personal stuff out of the way, we proceeded to find a translator. So down the list, we head over to the first office, and we had to go upstairs because the elevator was broken, and there's no ADA compliance in Mexico, so up we go. The problem with this office was that it was way too expensive.
Told us it would be $500 USD to get the entire process up and running, including the apostle stamp, which we already have.
We found another translator. This one was different. This one was a little bit sketchy for two reasons. Number one, because it was really hard to find this place. The translator was operating out of a bathhouse. Second of all, she wanted us to email our social security numbers and IDs and things that really had nothing to do with just translating a document, and it was hard to understand why that person was even on the list if these people are somehow vetted.
Okay, that interaction was a total failure. Oh my gosh. The woman wasn't really helpful.
So we get to office number 3, and at this point we're kind of losing our patience. We're pretty convinced it's a lot harder than it looks. We have a hard time finding it. Apparently this office was in the back of a flower shop. We found it. We found the office, but we were up there knocking and trying to make some noise, and nobody ever picked up, so that office was closed.
There's nobody in there.
Attempt number 4 to find a translator. This one was in downtown TJ, according to the address. And we tried using maps and all sorts of directions. We tried asking the locals, and this one was really tough to find because it was in an alleyway.
We looked at the address and it gave us Callejón El Travieso, which isn't even a street. That's like an alleyway. I tried using Google Maps and it didn't even show up. So we're just on foot now.
We show up, we're desperate, we tell them please we need these documents translated. And sure enough, we're good. They say yes, absolutely. It was about $50 US to translate. I don't quite remember, but it was definitely not in the hundreds. It took them about 45 minutes to translate the documents, and we thought that was pretty fair. And we just kind of sat around and, walked and waited, and finally, the documents were translated.
We got the documents translated now. We did it.
Our reward for such tenacity was that we were able to cross the border in 5 minutes, which is unheard of.
We're in the US now.
Wi-Fi.
We have Wi-Fi now.
I really want to thank my parents and all this. That's really how we've been able to get a lot of this done. But if you have any questions about the process, I may not be licensed to help you, but let me know, and I may be able to explain my journey a little bit better. Best of luck to anyone who's trying to get dual citizenship. Please stay healthy out there, and thank you so much for watching.